In a livestream today, the folks at Blizzard announced the first details for Season 1 of its hit ARPG Diablo 4. You won't have to wait long to play it, as the season will debut on July 20th. Now that we've had time to soak in all the gory details, here's everything that you need to know about Season 1 of Diablo 4. The first season is called Season of the Malignant, and will focus on a zombie-like outbreak that's sweeping across Sanctuary in a side story that takes place after the events of Diablo 4's campaign. Players will meet up with a new character named Cormond, a former priest of the Cathedral of Light who's trying to put an end to the plague sweeping across the land. To do so, players will embark on a 7-chapter season journey that guides your hero through some new activities, including a new type of dungeon called Malignant Tunnels, and a new boss fight against Varshan the Consumed. The entire season journey questline and new activities are free to all players, though Blizzard did strongly suggest that players make sure they've completed the campaign at least once, just because some of the seasonal activities won't be available until players have resolved the Lilith conflict in Sanctuary. Like Diablo 3 seasons before it, Diablo 4 will once again require players to create new seasonal characters to participate in seasonal content. Your normal characters are fine, safely saved on what Blizzard calls the Eternal Realm, but those heroes won't be able to access seasonal content aside from the few new items and abilities that are being added to the sandbox on the 18th. Armed with a new seasonal character, you'll be able to dive into the Season of the Malignant and make use of a whole bunch of new features and abilities. In Season 1, the big new mechanic is called Caged Hearts, a new mod that can be slotted into your jewelry like a gem, but which is far more powerful. In fact, the livestream's panel claimed that players will be able to create, quote, stupidly broken builds with these souped up equipment add-ons. With 32 new powers coming with Caged Hearts, there should be plenty of new ways to wage war against the armies of hell. To get Caged Hearts, you'll need to search for elite Malignant enemies throughout the world. Killing them will cause a powerful mini-boss and zombie thralls to spawn, and if you're able to defeat them, you'll claim a Caged Heart. Malignant Tunnel dungeons serve as a way for players to target farm Caged Hearts once they reach the seasonal endgame. Caged Hearts come in 3 different colours, and can only be slotted into seasonal equipment that has a slot with a matching colour type. This means you'll need to search for the right combination of equipment and Caged Hearts to get exactly the build that you're working towards. However, there's also a 4th kind of Caged Heart that can be slotted into equipment slots of any colour. But Blizzard says that these are rare drops, so don't expect that kind of freedom to be a common occurrence. Season 1 will also have, you guessed it, a Battle Pass. This 90 rank seasonal progress bar will unlock a whole slew of cosmetics for paying players, or if you're looking to dungeon crawl on the cheap, we'll have 27 unlocks for free players that will grant Smoldering Ashes, a new currency that can be spent on seasonal blessings, a new way for players to unlock seasonal perks like XP boosts, and increased gold when selling items to vendors for all of their Season 1 characters, which should allow for faster leveling and a more efficient seasonal grind. Before Season 1 comes out, a pre-season patch will be available on July 18th, 2 days before the season begins, that will add some new unique drops and get the sandbox ready for the arrival of the Scourge of the Malignant. Blizzard recommends that players log on to your character with the most progress after the patch on the 18th and before starting Season 1. This is because Diablo 4's renown is shared between characters, but their servers need to check in with your characters after the patch. Doing so will ensure that your new seasonal characters begin with up to 5 extra skill points, 9 potions, and the complete revealed map of everything you've discovered already. Otherwise, you may find yourself starting a seasonal character with 0 renown, and unless you're excited by the prospect of hunting for all of those altars of Lilith again, we'd suggest skipping that particular headache. The new season is less than 2 weeks away, so we won't have to wait long to get our hands on it. What do you think of the Season of the Malignant so far? Let us know in the comments. For more on Diablo 4 and everything else in the world of gaming, keep it here on IGN.
A new festering curse now spreads its corruption across the land. More dangerous, more malignant than I could have imagined.